Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jannu tribe. We are here on the middle island at the brand new waterfall nest. This is a nest that we just discovered on a cliffside. It is absolutely picturesque. I am quite impressed by it, and it has a bunny burrow right next to it for hopefully a constant supply of bunnies, should the mother so crave that. We have some crabbits coming up to challenge us for the berries, and we've got the beautiful waterfall that often has quite a few fish hiding inside, tucked right over here too. So I'm very happy with this, and I'm really hoping we'll be able to see our beautiful kind of bluish antlers continue down the line. They're gray, but they almost look a little bit bluish. Continue down the line from Rovanduk, who is going to be the proud father of whatever child Rico gives birth to. So Rovanduk was exploring for quite some time with his sister Sikoko. They didn't really have to worry about anything. They were just being a pair of beautiful orca-esque creatures, swimming around in these tide pools, chasing down crabbits, discovering leeches, and then we turned around and realized that Rovanduk is one of the only males left in our current family. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4 males, one of whom is Dusk even. He is the son of Dusk, and as we normally do with many of our creatures, we add an extra vowel to kind of signify this is junior of such and such a creature. Do you guys remember ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta? That was really fun, all the ta-ta-ta-ta lines and the si-si-si lines. That was amazing. But Dusk has a son now, and he actually passed away last time defending little Anado from a predator. She had actually taken the predator out primarily on her own, and it was in very vicious anger and in retaliation for Kuvan falling to the predator. Kuvan actually became father to most of the current creatures on the island, as you can see, but we only have these 3 males to pick from right now. Tsunami, who unfortunately does have short-sighted eyes, Kula, who is a very, very healthy male, but shares a lot of the same immunities as many of the females do, and then Rovanduk, who thankfully doesn't share a lot of the immunity genes, but he is quite surprised to have popped out of the water after so long exploring with his sister Sikoko and suddenly finding himself prized bachelor territory in all of the tribe. So he's going to be in hot demand. We actually have Anado rushing over to him to hopefully be able to have a child with him as well. And then we've got a lot of the other tribe members sort of tied up at the Mother's Roost, and I kind of want to name it like the Mother's Inlet or something like that, because it's not quite the roost that we used to have. It feels a little bit more exposed. It actually reminds me a lot of the cliff sides that you will often see seabirds end up nesting on and having their children. So that's what this reminds me of. So far we haven't found a single nest actually inland, so that's going to be quite interesting. But we're finding that after a few days here, we're still tied up and not able to leave the Mother's Roost, because every time we have a female or a male that we need to keep by so that she can breed with him several times, we have to send everybody back over to this side of the island. So hopefully we'll be able to break new ground with some of our exploratory little ones, Siana, Okama, Rivera. We have Siriana, a lot of S names it seems, pushing it deeper into the grasses, and hopefully they will find some nest and some things that will allow our little deer creatures, the ones with the antlers and the very clear no pattern skin, kind of the legacy of Doli, one of our amazing creatures from the old island. Hopefully we'll find a nest so that they can start making their home over here soon. So that's everything that's going on right now. And we're also trying to figure out how we can take out the clown koi. Apparently you need to have much higher fishing skill than just one fishing skill to be able to take them out. So we'll work on the clown koi at some point in the future too. But let's go ahead and see what kind of babies we're about to have. I believe Koanami is actually pregnant with Tsunami's child. They are both water-based creatures, so I am assuming we will end up with more orcas, as we like to call them. I pretty much call any of the swimming ones the orcas right now. And then we do have Rico and Rovanduk having a child, so let's see what happens here. Oh, it's so cute! It has violet eyes! Rokunu, a male, thank goodness. And look at that, you guys, this is awesome. So he has gills, and he's got normal eyesight, so wonderful. He doesn't have short-sighted eyes. F&B immunity, so he's healthy there, and normal blood clotting, thank goodness. So he's a healthy little one all around. I think that his Aunt Sikoko is going to be, whoa! Oh my. Okay, hang on a second. Oh my goodness, I actually had to stop to get a drink because I got so surprised. Okay, so we have a new creature that I think Sikoko has just run into over here. Look at that, immunity C. That is fantastic. That is a brand new immunity gene that we could add into the family. This is Isanako. So Isanako, and unfortunately she does have short-sighted eyes, but you guys, she's got spiky body secondary. She's got a little bit of fishing skill. She has a little bit of fighting skill. I'm going to invite her in because that is a brand new immunity gene that we don't have any access to, and Ravanduk may be able to accept her as a mate. That would be so cool. Look at that beautiful claw that she's also got. So what are we going to do with her? She has the lean body too, so that's going to add a little bit more to her speed. I think she just became the swiftest creature that we have ever had in the tribe before. So that is so cool. We had a brand new surprises at the waterfall, that's for sure. We've got beautiful violet-eyed orca creature incoming, Rokunu. So yeah, he's healthy. What is his best skill? Mostly collecting. He is able to breathe underwater. He is able to use his cracking ability. So he may be able to help us out with some of these crabbits and things like that in the future too. So Rico, let's go ahead. I'm going to have her clear away a couple things. Step to the side. Accept Ravanduk as a mate. And then I need to have Ravanduk actually come down here. Oh my gosh, there's so many clams, and there's so many fish that have popped in just since we were over here. And we're gonna have Anado come up. She's gonna accept him as a mate. We'll have her gather up some clams too. Look at all the food we could have just without even budging from this area, even though we do want to do a lot more exploring. So that's so exciting. I think that Sikoko is probably quite taken with Isanako. I imagine that they might end up like, whoa, who are you? Who are you? Like best friends upon seeing each other. I just suddenly realized that these two just seem like they'd be a really good friendship match over here. And then we have Rokunu. So maybe, I think Sikoko may not have any children of her own, because I don't know. No, Sikoko, don't change your name. Because I don't know if there's anybody... I mean, she could come over. We'll send her over to Kula because he actually is panda pattern too, and we'll let him have a child with these two. But they'll come back over to this nest, I think, to kind of just defend that area. Because I don't think Sikoko would go very far from her brother, and I don't think she'd go far from protecting her brother's children either. But it'd be fun if maybe these two were like, hey, maybe it'd be fun to have some babies of our own. Because Kula is the only one who I could breed Sikoko with. But that would be a good pairing. That would be a very, very good match, actually. Yeah, they would probably have healthy children, and they would possibly have some panda pattern to keep that going strong too. Oh my goodness, it's always so exciting to stumble on a brand new creature. I'm sort of surprised we've not stumbled on some rogues. I say that as I send several of my females into the wilds unaccompanied, which can be quite risky. Okima, we're gonna gather that up. What's down there that she can gather up? Did Okima get the fish? Oh my gosh, I think she managed to get the clown koi. I didn't know she could do that. What is her fishing ability? It's just one. How did she do that? Maybe that was a fluke and I wasn't supposed to be able to get the clown koi. I thought you had to have much more advanced skills to do that, but oh well. All right, Sienna, we're gonna send her back over here so she can continue doing some exploring over here. And then Siriana has already done her exploring. And then we have Kula, who actually is condemned to stay on this side of the island because otherwise we are going to lose access to one of our only males left alive. And who is this? Oh my gosh, Rana. She is so pretty. Look at her. So she has the water body ability. She can fish. She can breathe underwater. Unfortunately, she doesn't have cracking, which would be fantastic to be able to keep her being able to harvest up all of the clams that we have around here. And she can swim quite far. So Rana, she's quite lovely. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do with her. I guess we could have her try to do a little bit of fishing. So maybe over to the streams. Or maybe, I guess it's with the strength, I think we could probably have her come over and spend some time with her father, Tsunami, and try to do a little bit of crabbit hunting. The underwater breathing probably helps with crabbit hunting because if I accidentally push the creatures to going underwater, they're going to still be safe. Then we have Sira, who I don't really have any... I mean, I guess I could breed her. Sira, do you want to have a baby too? I mean, while we're at it, I guess. Woo! Okay, I left Miss Siriani alone too long, and that almost got her taken out. But Duskberry's over here. I'm not gonna breed her because she has short-sighted eyes, but I think she is better over here as kind of like one of the nannies to keep an eye on all of the babies. So we've got them being taken care of. Little Dusk is gonna come down here too, so that none of the babies are ever too far. And I can't budge now because I saw the bird coming towards us. Yeah, I don't want to budge unless I can send, I'm going to send her here. I just want to be able to get down here, breed, and come back. There we go. All right, and Koanami is going to have another child with Tsunami because their immunity genes say that that should be a safe bet. But otherwise, we're just sort of trying to see what the different mixes will produce, baby-wise. And kind of being surprised by the results, to be completely honest. So that was very exciting. Welcome to the family, Izanako. I really think that she's going to be an interesting addition. And I think that Sikoko and, I don't know, I just feel like they're immediately like best friends. They're not going to ever leave each other's side. So I'll definitely keep them together. And we do need to have Izanako try to add in that C immunity gene somehow. And she can actually mate with Ravonduk. They can have some babies because they're opposing immunity genes. And then over here we have Ariali, who's about to pass away of old age, actually. But I feel like she's had a really wonderful life, just spending the last of her life sort of wild and free and just exploring the stream sides and the rivers all on her own. I mean, look how pretty that is. Look at how peaceful this looks. I don't think she regrets being on her own because I don't think she knows any different. She's never been hounded unexpectedly by a predator or anything spooky like that. So we may see if we can get her across over here and just exploring this little islet. Like, until we have another swimming creature who can go across, no one's going to be able to explore that island for a long time. All right, so now that we've got that done, everybody is growing up just a little bit more. That's wonderful. And we're going to start pushing some big pregnant bellies into the nest. So let's see. We'll move you over here next to Duskberry, my little friend. And then we're going to move Koanami in there. And we're also going to move Sierra in there. What was that purring? Oh my gosh! Oh, the first rogue has appeared. I don't know whether to curse him or bless him for showing up. We just have an H-male with no paw, blind eye. He's got the spit snout. He's put in immunity eye, maybe. Siriana, why? Oh, well, at least we don't have to worry about like 100% dying off. Get out of here, buddy. I'm gonna claw at him a little bit just to keep him away. Siriana is now expecting unexpectedly a child. Siana, be careful. Your sister just ran into this jerk. Oh my goodness. Well, the good news is we make an immunity eye out of that. The bad news is it is an awkward pairing, but he kind of reminds me a little bit of Molly, you know what I mean? And Mole, I love how you guys, some of you came up with this saying. Do you guys remember Mole, the spiky body that we didn't invite him into the tribe, but we let him run around our island. So he just kind of moved around everywhere and we kept an eye on him. And some of you guys said that it'd be really fun for a saying in the tribe to forever be as harmless as a mole or something like that, meaning something that just kind of is distracting, but it's not harmful. It's just harmless and just sort of is silly. And you may even have like some patience or pity with it. All right. And we are not letting him get anywhere near Rivera. Thank you very much. Rivera, I think I may actually have you jump across. We're going to send her straight up here. She can help out with this side. When did this crabbit die? Ravonduk, jeez. All right, we'll go ahead and eat the crabbit. And then Rokunu, I'm going to move Rokunu. He can sit on top of the bunny burrow with his mom keeping an eye on him. Riko's going to keep an eye on him. Izanako, we have a little bit of time, so I'm going to let her start exploring. I think these two may do a teeny bit of exploring together. No! Where? Who? How did you get over there so fast? How? No! Siana! Oh no! He's just leaping out of the grasses everywhere. But the females were the only ones I had to go scouting with. Oh my gosh, Okima, I don't want you to have the same fate. You can go this direction. You guys are going to start exploring that direction instead. And Kula, I would send Kula after him, but Kula really cannot afford, as one of our only living males, to wander very far from the mother's nest. That's what I mean. At first, it seemed really convenient to have all of these nests together, but actually it can kind of hold you back quite severely. So all of the moms are ready to have their next baby. Tsunami is dueling with this crab very ineffectively, so I don't even know what to do with him half the time. He can't really collect very much. Oh my gosh. All right, let's have Anado. Anado is going to head back over here. So she's going to have another baby. I really want to pass that venomous fangs on. Oh, I should have moved Claw out of the way before everybody got pregnant. Ah, phooey. We had a lot of pregnancies this time too. And Ravan Duke, can you catch anything? Come down here, buddy. And we'll get that crab. We'll get that clam away from that crab. All right. And then over here we have Ariali, and she is about to pass away of old age. I'm going to move her up here and just let her have a few final peaceful moments by the riverside. I don't think she has any regrets for not having had any babies, and I don't think she should, because we have so many babies about to be born. All right, so I want to see what Rovan Duke's next child with Rico is going to be here on the beautiful cliffside nest. So let's go ahead and see. And we have a little girl, Mimila. Oh no, see, Coco just became ill. That was so unexpected. I mean, she's got healthy immunity. I think that Izanako would be really worried about that too. Oh right, but we have little Mimila. That's such a cute name. And she has underwater breathing, cracking, and strength. She doesn't have any fishing. But she does have the gills, so she might be able to stay nearby. She can move really well, though, and she can do a lot of collecting. So she may take after Rico and be more land-based after all. I'm just going to move Rico right here. She's going to stay near her children, but they can do a little bit of exploring around her. I think they consider this area fairly safe. Rivera can come over, and I think Rivera is going to start moving along. Let's see, and Okima... Ooh, can I do fishing and then... Oh, she can stay in the water! Okima can actually just explore straight up the stream! I totally forgot about that. That's so cool. Let's have Siriana, heavily pregnant, now wandering, searching for a nest. And Siana, her sister, is in the same condition. So I feel like these two sisters, they may bond over the fact that they ran into that male. That's just gonna be... They're gonna have children from him, I guess. All right, and then what do we have over here? Tsunami, you can't really do much, can you, buddy? Let's put Anado up in the nest so she can have her next baby. What? We have Cracker Jaw! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, Koanami, you have had a, I think I'm gonna name her, Koklama. There we go. Koklama. Koklama, like clam, but look at her child. So she is an underwater breather who can also fish and has cracker jaw. And if you combine all of those things with good swimming, because she has a swimming tail too, then she can actually swim, she can fight crabbits, she can gather up the clam shells, and she can fish. So she's probably going to take to the waterway really, really well, actually. So that's actually a really good baby for the waterways. Now we also have Rana here, and she can do a little bit of fishing and a little bit of attack, and she can breathe underwater. I may have her come over and spend some time with Tsunami, who can't really do anything. And then we have Dusk, and Dusk cannot swim. He can collect a lot. I'm going to send him towards the tree, I think, because I think he'd be a good candidate to start exploring out towards the trees. Oh, we have another Cracker Jaw. What did I have? I didn't have that inside of the mutation menu, but we have Nukuvan, and he's another one who he's got pretty decent strength, actually, and decent cracking and a teeny bit of fishing. So he could actually walk along the beaches. Pretty interesting genetics, green and blue eyes that he's carrying along. So he may actually walk along the beaches a little bit. We're going to have to start thinking seriously about food too, because we're really growing this family quite quickly. Koanami can actually move around a little bit. Can she breathe underwater? She sure can. I may have her come down, and I may have a crabbit face-off happening down here. Why can't I? Okay, you really have to kind of be like this. You can't sort of be in a little 4 square spot. You have to be sort of apart from each other. And Miss Seri, she's got really good attack. And okay, fishing. She can't really do too much, but maybe she can attack some crabbits. So let me move her over here maybe, and we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, I just need to start moving some of my creatures around a little bit because it's a little tricky to figure out what to do with some of them now. And actually, Rovanduke is getting a little bit older, so I'm going to send Izanako down here now, and then back up. And then I think Rovanduke, he is getting a little bit older, so I may have him start kind of exploring the area and gathering up seashells. And I'm gonna send his sister over. I don't know if I'll have his sister have any babies of her own, but I do want to start keeping more eyes on the ocean. And yes, we did have Ariali pass away, but she did so very peacefully in her own little corner. All right, so what do I want to focus on next? We already have a couple interesting babies who are mostly better at, yeah, they're good at beach stuff, and they're good at swimming if they have to. So we'll keep her there. And we have some babies about to be born. I can move Duskberry up here. And Sierra has really great movement. And would she be a good mate? She would be a good mate with Kula. I don't feel entirely comfortable with the males we have, like the male babies we have just yet, but they're definitely better than nothing. All right, and so I think what I'm really going to focus on now is mostly getting eyes on this entire area. We're going to try to spread enough of our creatures who can handle the water and who can also like crack things open and maybe hunt down the crabbits. We're going to get enough of them lined up over here that we can just constantly harvest up what we need. And I also want to get these 2 sisters, the lost sisters, the Sianas. They're almost identical in name. Well, I want to get them somewhere in here so we can find a good nest for them so that they can have their babies, even if those babies are from an unexpected male. And over here, Anado, who is one of my strongest creatures, quite amazing. She's going to have another baby. Oh, look at this little one. Another Anamimi. I'm going to rename her. Anadi? Let's name her Miyado. I like that. Like Meadow. Isn't that kind of like Meadow? That's so pretty. She's super healthy. She's pretty much in perfect health. Look at that. And beautiful kind of grayish antlers again. Wow. And she's so strong. Oh, Mido, I think you're going to become like the next fighter for your mama. Oh, that's so awesome. All right. So let's start going around. And who do I need to defend? Oh, a predator has taken out this crabbit. We're going to snag that crabbit. And then, oh no, there's the predator. Okay, there. Oh, there's the horny male again. All right, we've just got to run on all directions. I can't even believe this. Is there a nest anywhere for these sisters? They're just going to keep exploring. If they, and hopefully they can find a nest. I mean, yes, it would be another baby born, to a family with the horny male as the child, as like the father, but still, I think that'd be better than nothing. And then Sikoko, I'm gonna have you move down here with your brother, and I think you two, why don't you have a good old crabbit battle for old time's sake? I wonder how many creatures is it? No, get out of that nest! Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, the 2 females are gonna be so mad. Oh, there they go. I think they just got so angry when they turned around and realized that Dodomingo stole the nest, and Rivera is like, woof, okay. Wanting to get out of that. And then we can actually just swim straight up the river. Where'd that fish go? How do you avoid us? That's not fair. All right, so we just swam straight up the river. Look at that. You can see. Oh, I hadn't ever really noticed on the water body creatures before. Where's a good water body? Look how many creatures we have. Oh my gosh, there's so many. So many. Look at that. I had never noticed the fin on the back before. That's so cool. Oh man, and Duskberry. Wow, her paw there. That's pretty impressive with the nimble fingers. I swear it's gotten a bit longer since we started keeping track of these guys. And Rivera is going to help explore over there. Rokunu can help explore over here. Yeah, I think these two, when Rico and Izanako looked up from like taking care of the kids and talking about the next baby to be born and saw Dodomingo in the nest, I don't think they took it well. All right, and I don't really know what to do with Rovanduke. I'm going to have to figure it out. All right, over here we have Konami. She can help gather up. Why can't I attack these crabbits? They can only be attacked from... Oh, she doesn't have the ability to attack crabbits. Darn. All right, well, Konami might have another child soon. Koklama is actually pretty pretty cool because she's got that cracker jaw thing going on. But we've got a lot of kids, so let's focus on trying to figure out how we're going to spread our creatures out. There we go. And then, yeah, okay. Spread our creatures out and start focusing on how to collect food from over here, I think. All right, there's one of my females. And then we have Rana. See, and she's got strength, so she can attack the crabbits. Underwater breathing, so we can actually like get her down here. And if we have a partner, we can take out these little ones pretty quickly, I think. All right, and then Anado just had Meadow, which is a really healthy child, thank goodness. And if I could get another child out of her, what about Tsunami? Tsunami's a little bit closely related for that, but I just hate to lose Anado. Can she get over to Rovan Duke? You're in the water, so she can't really get over to Rovan Duke. I hate to risk it, but I'm gonna try having a baby with those two. Oh no! Oh no! And Duskberry, move over here. All right, all babies around Duskberry. Duskberry has become the nanny, which I actually think is pretty adorable. And do I want to have Duskberry have any more children? I don't think so. I might think about that. She did fall in love with Kula a long time ago. What did Duskberry's child turn into? Let's double check. Mesri was her child. Really? Oh my goodness. Huh. Well, Mesri isn't terrible. So maybe we will have one more child. That would be interesting. All right, and Meadow. There we go. Where is Mesri, by the way? Oh, there she is. She's hanging out near her dad. All right, so let's see. Then I do have one of my males. Dusk, why are you sick? I mean, he does have short-sighted eyes, though, so maybe he would just be a good, like, nursery watcher. Actually, he could probably come along here and just search for clams along here. That's a good job for him. All right, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. All right, guys. Well, we have a few creatures. I think we're done on having as many babies as we have had. We do need to start securing a stronger line of food, and the crabbits so far are the things that seem to be most abundant because we have all of this beach land over here. And then other than that, I am interested in seeing what the plight of these two sisters who unexpectedly find themselves carrying children what they are going to do, and if we're ever going to find anything actually inland. I feel like there's there's a nest way over there, but is there anything in the island? So far we haven't found anything, so that's going to be very, very interesting. Maybe we're going to spend our whole time just sort of perched over here trying to perfect the perfect creature, but I am going to have to start thinking about what kind of genetics I want to focus on, because we've been kind of generalist again, and I think I want to get stronger creatures, but what trade-offs am I going to have to make? Is it going to be about gathering food for survival, or is it going to be about defending ourselves from predators? Can they even follow us in the water, though? So we're going to have to start turning our thoughts to that kind of specialization, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!